Hey everybody, this is Alex from healthhacksreview.com. Infrared. I'm kind of an infrared expert. So this video is on a review, introduction to infrared mats, infrared pads, as they call them out there. So everybody has heard of, well, not everybody, but if you've heard of infrared saunas, or you've heard of infrared cold lasers or hot lasers, laser therapy. Infrared also can come in the form of a device of a mat that you lay on, kind of like a large heating pad, if you will. It can be as long or as large as a yoga mat or massage table. You can even get them the size of a king-size bed if you want. There's about 4 main brands out there, okay, that make infrared pads or mats. And I review all of those. So the main conclusion, okay, with all the different brands, and this kind of just is a generally true statement of benefits and usefulness or advantages of an infrared mat, getting your infrared exposure through a mat or a pad, is one, portability. So they're highly portable. They'll roll up in a duffel bag or the bag they come with. You can throw them in your trunk, whatever. Pretty lightweight usually, unless you're getting like a queen size or king size biomat or something like that, which is definitely, it's portable, but it's not, you're not going to want to move it around very much. You got to put it in this big rolling suitcase and stuff. Anyways, so portability. Also, a lot of people have good results with them because they forget that because they are so easy to use, you can use them in your office chair, your sofa, you can nap on them, sleep on them, so on and so forth. You can get a lot of infrared dosage, a lot of infrared exposure time. It's realistic to get 10 hours in a week or 60 hours. It's totally reasonable. Whether you're sleeping on them or using them while you're working, using them in your car, plugged into your car adapter. So you can get, because of that long exposure time of infrared, you can have a very, very powerful efficacy, very good therapeutic response, regardless of the brand. Now that being said, there are of course differences between the brands, component grade quality, and features. Therapeutically, there is also differences as well. And that is going to come down to mainly the types of materials, elements that are used to produce the infrared. So all these mats, and I'll run through just a few of them, just to give you an example of infrared, different emission of infrared from different materials. Biomat, for example, probably the most popular, just well known because they're an MLM. They make a mat that is heat up using a carbon panel to heat up amethyst, which emits infrared. And if you get their mini, actually they have tourmaline as well in some of the tubes as well. So you have tourmaline and amethyst. Pretty cool. The second is Migun, M-I-G-U-N. Been around, one of the longer companies actually, one of the first to make infrared type of mat and pad popular out of Japan, and they have a proprietary material. So we do know that there is some jade in there and some other elements, paramagnetic type of infrared emitting elements that they infuse all together, and they heat them up at a really hot temperature, and they infuse them into like a tile stone sort of shape that they then will have fused onto a mat or a pad. So they make their own proprietary thing there, so they won't say everything that's in there, but it's generally, there's only a few types of materials out there and elements that will produce a good amount of infrared. And it works. It's a good pad. Very durable. And so that's another one, for example. There is also Therasage, and they make those little tiles, little tourmaline tiles. and I'm sorry, jade, jade tiles, jade discs, and so jade has always been one of the most like old school. One of the first things we learned that when you heated it up, infrared came out of it. Anyways, yeah, discs on there. If you get like their sauna, little portable sauna, they have little tourmaline discs. That's another one. They go on top of the carbon panels in the sauna. Anyways, so those are some of the common materials that are used. Vitamat, which is another company, Vitamat. They have the most amount of different kinds of layers in their mat of different types of infrared emitting materials. They have 4 different types of infrared emitting layers. So bottom line is they all work. Some are more durable, heavier, and some go to hotter temperatures than the others. If you really want like to get into hyperthermia therapy or just sweat a lot on the mat or something like that in a faster, more efficient period of time or something like that, you might want to get one that goes to a higher temperature threshold. If you're really all about just the quality of the micron range and the quality of the wavelength and the stimulatory effect on the cells, then you might want to look for one of the mats that have more types of materials that basically do that. So, and it just kind of depends on what your goals are. So I can help you break that down and to figure out which one's really going to work for you. And there are subtle differences. And there's some stuff for reviewing. Some of the products I just can't say publicly um, because I'm a dealer with all of them. But for sure, I can talk to you completely candidly over the phone or by email if you have a little bit more detailed questions. Anyways, thanks for watching, and look for some reviews on some of the individual brands. Thanks.